Thank you very much, Ole, for the nice introduction. Also, thank you for having us speak here today at FASHIONTECH Berlin. We were happily surprised when we received this invitation, simply because we're still a very young company just about to launch. But that being said, we are happy to embrace this opportunity, simply because since we are still, we want to share a little glimpse to our thought process and our strategy that goes into this new project that has a cause that we strongly believe in. So, but before we go any further, here's a quick but important detour. After oil, the fashion industry is still the second largest polluter of our environment. So the question is, what does it really matter, and what does it really mean? It means that there are massive amounts of waste created through excessive packaging of apparel goods. It means that there's an overproduction of garments ending up in landfills or directly into the ocean. There's an extreme water consumption and chemical use, and a significant amount also of natural resources and CO2 emission that keep this industry going. So this is common knowledge. We all know that. But this is also a good way to segue into what we think we can do. So my name is Oliver, and this is Rune. We are both actually from the fashion and lifestyle industry as well, and just 10 years ago, we are both from the fashion and lifestyle industry and spent the last 10 years of our careers pushing and developing products and brands to the global market. I was, as I already mentioned, North American marketing manager for Adidas in New York, while Rune was the global commercial director for the Berlin-based eyewear company Makita. So about 6 months ago, we asked ourselves a few essential questions, a few questions that many of us asked before. What do we actually need a special reason to kickstart a reasonable business with a purpose? Do we need somebody's approval? And the answer is no. We do need a strong idea. We do need a good amount of optimism, and we do also need tons of energy, like anybody who tries to launch a startup or any business. So we come to realize that sustainability means for many people, is a term that means for many people many different things. For us, it means, for us being sustainable, conscious, and eco-centric means all the same thing. It means being responsible as an individual. So either is it in an organization or in a business. So we all came to realize that we need to ask ourselves, what do I do? What is my positive and what is my negative impact? And already there are a lot of many brands asking themselves the same questions, are creating exciting and new innovative concepts that are right here as well. So we thought with our backgrounds and our knowledge in business development, we can help push it forward. That's why we said, let's make it easy to navigate and exciting to buy sustainable. Let's give the consumer choice, where buying a product becomes part of the solution and works as funding for positive change. So in short, here's our idea. We want to build a marketplace for brands to create beautiful solutions, where buying a product solves a problem, while proceeds transparently benefit environmental initiatives and cleanup programs.
It's working. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? It's on. Perfect. I'm Rune, as Oliver just said, and I'm super excited to be here today. I want to quickly take you under the ocean surface and show you a little bit about what we do in the office when we are trying to inspire ourselves. This is a large school of sardines, and sardines has been one of the inspirations that we looked at when we did our startup process in our little garage in Kreuzberg. We're looking at it as a concept driver and also something that we could use to think differently in our process. So what did we actually think about? We started with the sardines and said, okay, when faced with danger, sardines come together, they coordinate and they work together in order to avoid being eaten. like we do here. We come together as a big conference, and we work together. So that became our first word, became collaboration as a statement that we wanted to focus on. Second word, when sardines come together, they come together in billions of sardines. And that was our second word, collectivity. Unity makes them stronger. And we know that groups, Facebook groups or Instagram groups or whatever, WhatsApp groups, make us stronger. It gives us a purpose. So that became our second word, collectivity. The third word that we wanted to have as a statement was direction. And direction comes from the word purpose in our startup. And that's the first thing that we did. Let's start with the purpose, because the purpose will give us direction. All right, let's get above the ocean surface, and let's bring it more to a content that many of you will understand. So this is our first group. Our group of solution makers is the conferences, it's all the innovators, it's all the brands, it's all the individuals that are trying to change this by doing different new products in the eco-innovative world. This is our first group, but these are the people that we want to collaborate with when we started our marketplace. To bring that forward and to bring our startup into place, we actually started collaborating ourselves. So we started collaborating with this German online publisher called Heisenberg. I think you had a visitor here earlier. Brock was here to speak or interview. And with Heisenberg, we pitched a napkin idea very early and said that, what if we just avoid talking about sustainability and just talk about fashion? Let's bring that same level. So there's no difference between sustainable fashion and the old fashion. Let's make the competition even. Heisenberg, they loved the idea, and they now today, they're a strategic partner of our startup that we hope to launch very soon. The third driver is for us the direction, it's the purpose, and this was actually the first pitch we did when we were in New York about 6 months ago. Palais for the Oceans it's a large organization that work as a community of leaders and thinkers all over the world. They bring people together on the one purpose of saving our oceans and talking about the fragility of our oceans and finding solutions. We became one of these solutions in our work with them, and today they are our primary partner. They work with us and we work with them, and together we can solve the topic that we wanted to solve from day one. We want to make sure that every sale on our platform will benefit and directly be given to the initiatives that need the money. So by that said, let's make the consumers the fundraisers. Let's make it a fundraising exercise to buy products online. Let's make shopping the exercise of trying to support the nature and give that back. So that said, time is also slowly running out. We are standing on top of a trade show full of great innovators and brands that are trying to change things. And this is not the only trade show. It's happening everywhere. The momentum is really here. So what we said and what we've been saying from day one is that driving the momentum forward is really our expertise, and that's what we've been wanting to do from day one. And that's why we're here. So the only thing we can say, if there's brands and innovators out there, like, keep pushing, and yeah, thanks for the time to speak here.